It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Avery Williams on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? Think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Second down and 3. To throw, Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door, first and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A tight end in motion now. Hurts going to hold on to this one. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Man in motion is Brown. Third and goal for Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This from 34 yards. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Going deep downfield for Judy.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's going to try it here again. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run. It's Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Now Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. 3rd down coming up.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Third and long. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, it's Hurts. This one complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Play action. Here's Hurts. No chance at all. He'll go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes 4th down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, DeAndre Carter to return. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Jerry Jeudy. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live the play.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now, and he'll be kicking right into the full effects of the wind. To return is Williams. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That's taken in by Dotson. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. A run up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss to Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Hurts. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 13-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This brought him out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Hurts. That one pulled in by Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Hurts now. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Hurts working in the pistol. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. That's complete. Tight end Goedert. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts again. Now he takes off. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in South Philly, and the Eagles are on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Ford on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Browns offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We're down a couple of scores now, 16-0, as they want to get going here. Drive starts 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. It's caught That's Deontay Johnson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Looking deep here for Tillman. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus, and it cuts the deficit down a bit further. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here's Williams on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a 1st down for Philly.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they...
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Nothing real fancy on that one, just a defensive lineman winning his one-on-one matchup. He beats the offensive lineman, gets to the quarterback, and brings him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
On the ground, this is Barkley. He'll push forward here, down to about the 27. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. Here's a third down and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Here's Barkley. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Another one from the 5. Second down and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Man in motion is Smith. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second and a yard. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A pistol snap back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have it for about the 3-yard line. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Dillon. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches, you're thinking the 1st down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll run with Barkley. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's to the open man. It's Tillman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's made right side. It's Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Back to the air one more time. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in?
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Open man, and that's Tillman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Third and long. They'll throw out of the gun. That is caught. What a throw. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. But Brown's going to use the last of their timeouts now, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Once again, it's Barkley. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.